garasjen på en gammel Amazon. Så unge uten oljetrykk og uten kompresjon. De tråkker rundt i kjeledress med sveisebriller på og prøver å få en gammel motor til å gå. Dekkene er blanke og batteriet flatt. De lever i garasjen både dag og natt. Det koster ei formue å bli byens sensasjon. Jeg blir i godt humør når det er raka rør på en gammel Amazon.
Welcome back, Volvo enjoyers from around the world. It has been a while, but today we're back in my dad's garage and he's ready to show us some of the progress he's made since last time. It is not a lot of very big changes, but he has done a lot of the groundwork, especially under the car, and a lot of detail work as well, which we'll be showing you today. Starting with the engine bay. If you remember in the previous video, we showed you some painted R wheels. You'll see the engine cover here is painted in these same colors. These colors are recurring a lot throughout the car in different details and obviously the main body paint, which we'll see more of later. In addition, you can also see the firewall has been prepared in the back of the engine here, as well as you can see the expansion tank has been placed. You have your brake and clutch containers up at the back as well. And when the camera goes down here, you can kind of see all the way. You can see through the transmission all the way to the back. And that's where a lot of the work has been put in between the last video and now. Because the whole idea is that the underside of the car is going to be very thoroughly done, right? So his plan is that the exhaust won't be hanging down at all. It'll be all up with the chassis, making for a smoother look, obviously, and hopefully also a smoother drive. Moving to the back here, we can see that there are cuts and welds here, and that is to make the whole exhaust tunnel situation work. He's actually had to cut off 5 centimeters and move the fuel tank up. Also see here the straight shot to the transmission and how the exhaust will lay when it's all done. Speaking of the exhaust, here's a little preview of how he's planning to do the exhaust itself. When it's all finished, he wants it to be all polished and nice looking. And instead of doing the traditional exhaust where you slot it into one another and then clamp it down, he's going to do V-band clamps all the way down. Not only is it better looking, but it's also better if you ever have to take anything apart later for maintenance or something like that. Also on this table, you will see that there's a completely new fuel pump and new fuel filter. And that's because this car might end up needing a bit more fuel than a regular Amazon. The fuel tank itself has been painted with the Swedish flag, obviously honoring the Swedish Volvo legacy that this car has. And then you'll see in the back, the reason for the fuel pump is the actual fuel pipe has been upgraded from a 6mm to a 13mm, so over double the capacity, hopefully leading to more effect in the end. You can also see that he sealed up the old dumping hole and put in a return valve as well. Before we move on to some interior and more details, it's worth to mention that we also finally got some coilovers. These are custom ordered from Demon Tweaks in the UK. We got measurements made by someone who's professional, hopefully giving a car a feel that's somewhere between street and track. You know, don't want to completely eradicate comfort with this car. Moving on to the inside of the car here, you can see parts of the old Volvo 240 dashboard. This is where the dials will be. The blue part will slot inside the gray one, and then we will have custom dials inside. Additionally, Dad was able to get another one of the headrests from the seats that you've seen in the previous videos. He was actually missing this one headrest, and he was able to go on a German marketplace, put in a German ad, and within the same day, he got a call from a German gentleman who happened to have the headrest. So, pretty good catch there. Here you can also see all the seats ready to be sent off for upholstery. Moving on to the driver's side, you can see the quick release steering wheel that he's acquired. You'll see the gear stick has been attached to a transmission below. You'll see the new pedal box that's been inserted, and you'll also see that he's working on a box where the dials will go, additional dials. You'll also see pieces of a center console. The idea is to remake the whole thing in plywood and then cover it in leather. Another thing that's required to make this car road legal with plates is a defroster, which he has decided to put in the passenger side glove box. And you will see that this is a very tiny typical defroster you'll find in track cars, basically. Just a very simple one, just for legality's sake. And because the whole dashboard is now from a 240, he's had to redo the passenger and driver side door panels to even have them fit, otherwise the door wouldn't close. As you can see here, this is a prototype, and he will have these remolded in carbon fiber when they finally go on the doors. Moving on to the exterior of the car, you can now see that the roof is actually fully done. Last time the rear wasn't done, but now you can see it's a smooth ride all the way from front to back. Now moving on to the attic, we will be showing you a bunch of details that have been painted, ranging from all the types of chrome listing that would have been outside of the car that are now black, to the door sill panels. You have the headlight and taillight trims, you have the window cranks, you have the door handles, you have some side panel, window side panel stuff. It gives you just kind of an idea how the car will look in the end. And you can see it all obviously matches the wheels you remember from earlier, and the engine cover as well that you saw in the beginning of the video. To cap it off, I think I'll just show you a little montage of all the body parts that are also up here in the attic. And then thank you so much for watching the video, and hopefully it won't be as long until the next update this time. Thank you so much for watching.
Som er uten oljetrykk og uten kompresjon. Jeg tråkker rundt i kjeledress med sveisebriller på og prøver å få en gammel motor til å gå. Dekkene er blanke og batteriet flatt. Jeg lever i garasjen både dag og natt. Det koster ei formue å bli bil.